asking you to confirm. Am I audible? Please confirm it, guys, all of you. Right. So for the online students also, Happy New Year for everybody. Now I will continue the session. And today's class, yes. So some of the students online, around 60 members absent. Maybe they may go on joining it. Offline also, some of them are absent. Maybe 40% are absent in offline, and online also some of them are absent. So let it be, we will continue. Please switch off your video, guys, all of you. Switch off your videos. Those who are in the online, switch off your videos. Rahul, switch off your video. Okay. So most of them added to my Google Classroom Drive, and still some more online students are supposed to join. Still they are pending. Actually, when I took 2 days leave, I just want to add, but the admins asked me to wait for one more day. So that's why I'm waiting. I will upload all the notes what we discussed in the class. Okay, students. Now it is the time to move forward to the most important discussion. Last class we completed the most important topic, which is called features of Python programming. This we discussed in detail, and everything is discussed. And in today's class, we are entering into the programming discussions. So if any new students are there today, so need not to feel that this last week what is happening, the entire last week, the 4 to 5 classes, Thursday, Friday, I took a leave because of my personal work, which I said. I went to my hometown and I came yesterday night. And if you leave that, last 5 to 6 classes, even those classes, once again, I will keep it into Google Drive class. You can access them. All right. In today's class, I'm going to enter into the programming discussions. Now I'm going to introduce literals and identifiers. Literals and identifiers I'm going to introduce. Fine. Those who are new in today's class, nothing to feel that something is over. If you are any new students are there in this class, need not to feel that something is happened. And today, if you are concentrating fully, you can understand like anything. Okay. So may you know any new students are there in this class, both boys and girls? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, ma. Right. So the last few classes we will keep. Once again, I'm saying Google Classroom Drive link. I will give video links. Plus, I'll be uploading them in the Google Drive class. And today we will start with literals and identifiers. So let's start. What is meant by literal? What is meant by identifiers? We will start discussing in the class. First, I will start about literals. What do you mean by literals? What do you mean by literals? I just want to discuss in the class. Fine. Let's watch carefully. Whenever we write any Python program, not only Python program, you take any C program or C++ program or Java program, whatever it might be the type of program, you take it. For example, I'm taking C program, I'm taking C++ program, or I'm taking Java program, or I'm taking what? Python program, whatever it is. To that Python program, we will be giving input. We will be giving some type of what? Input we will give. We will give some type of input here. Such a type of inputs are generally called as literals, we can call. To every program, we must give some type of input. That inputs generally called as what? Values. We will also call them as what? Literals, we can call. We will also call them as literals. We will also call them as what? Literals we can call. Literals we can call. These values or literals are classified into what? Different types. Suppose you have written an example called what? Employee. Employee. Dot. What is an extension of our Python program? Very good. Dot py. What is an extension of C program? Dot C. Extension of CPP. Dot CPP. Extension of Java program. Dot Java. So extensions makes us to understand in which language we have written the program. In which language we have written the program? Python. To this Python program, what type of values I am giving? Employee number called 111. 111. What is this 111 is called according to your general knowledge? It is the value which does not contain any number. 999, which does not contain any decimal places. Normal mathematics knowledge is required. You don't worry about my previous classes. So because of my expertise in my programming languages, you can follow my classes of programming like anything. Because as on today, programming is your career oriented subject. Because once you know programming well, you can do wonders. You can do wonders. Without knowing these programming things, you cannot do anything else. Without programming, you cannot do anything else. That's why I'm asking all the people to remember this kind of things once for a minute, ma. Yes. So coming to the point back to this employee number I entered, which is called what? Integer value. Integer values are nothing but what? Integer literal. Values are nothing but what? Spell out what that 999 is called. Speed up. Literal. Literal. Spell out. Which type of literal? Integer literal. Good. Name is called what I am saying? Rosam. RS. RS. RS is nothing but a name of the person. Name of the person. It is nothing but what data? String data. String. String. It is nothing but what? String literal. Spell out. Yes. Next time entering the salary of an employee 34.55, 34.00 or 34.50. What is this 34.50? Float literal. Spell out. First one is called which literal? Super. Next literal. Next literal. Float literal. Now I am seeing that true I am entering. Which type of value? Boolean value. True or false values are called Boolean values. Boolean values, what is the use of it? I will explain in detail for you. I will explain like anything for you. You just try to understand. What is this true is called a Boolean literal. Which literal? Come on, students. What is the first one? Integer literal. Next. 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 Yes. Like that. There are 14 varieties of literals are there in Python. There are 14 varieties of literals are there in Python. Not 4 or 3. So as people are discussing that, these are the fundamental literals we can call. Fundamental. There are advanced literals are also there in our Python program. So dear students, I'm going to continue my session here. 9999 RS 34.50 true are called what? Literals. What they are called? Yes. Come on, for my satisfaction, I'm just writing here. When we write any program, I'm writing full-fledged notes. I will give you what we discussed in the last week is comes under surroundings of Python, importance of Python. I discussed it. Now I'm entering into the detailed discussion. When we write any Python program, we must pass or what? Enter some input values. Which values? Some input values. And such a type of input values, such a type of what? Input values are called what? Literals. Because from the beginning stages of the subject, people will ask a question, what do you mean by literal? What do you mean by literal? A literal is nothing but a value passing as input to the Python program. So every Python program will take inputs or not. Such inputs are called what? Literals. Please keep in mind. So I am writing Next line I am writing, fundamentally, next line I am writing, fundamentally, we are having, see students, fundamentally, we are having, we have four types of literals. We have four types of literals. Actually, there are 14 types of literals are there. How many data types are there, ma? 14 data types, which I said before my 2 days vacation, 1 day schedule. What is the importance of the data types? I will come to the next scenarios. First, understand, we have four types of literals. 14 types of literals are there. If you want one by one, I can say integer literals, float literals, bool literals, complex literals, str literals, bytes literals, byte array literals, range literals, list literals, tuple literals, set literals, frozen set literals, dict literals, none literals. 14 varieties of literals are there. Generally, as Python, some of the people are saying that 4 literals that are called blunder, because they discuss only 4 data types. That is not a Python at all. Python means what? Learn according to the standard organization which is published by the Python PSF. What is the non-commercial organization name? Python Software Foundation. Who is the father of Python language? Rosum. Which company is maintaining the Python softwares very well? PSF, Python Software Foundation. See guys, those who are new people, from which website we can download Python software? Come on, spell out. www.python.org. It is an official website for downloading the Python software. Dear students, if anybody unable to install the software, please bring to me. I will install and I will show you. Any small doubt is there, please approach me. I will clarify your doubts. Right? But you come with laptop so that I can clarify immediately in front of you. I will make you to do it so that you will be number one in programming. But don't bring pick of that laptop program wherever you get it. Don't bring the pick of that program. If you bring the pick of that, you got an error because of typing mistake something. If you bring the pick, if I say something on it, if you did not understand, again the same mistake you will continue or not. That's why any doubts are there, please approach me with a laptop so that I can clarify. 100% you never get any doubt if you fully concentrating. If anywhere else any confusions are coming, you are most welcome to bring your laptops and I can show you. See students, this is called official website. Go to downloads and what is the latest version? 3.10.1. 3.10, you click on it, it will be downloaded in a fraction of seconds. It is downloaded in a fraction of seconds. See students, left side of your screen, bottom left side, you see, open it. Now you got, once you say open, you will be getting run. Once if I say run, you will be getting this type of thing. Now I am getting upgrade now like that. It's since I have already in my system Python 3.10, it is giving an upgrade now and everything. But if you go for first time installation of your software, you will get an option here called what? Install now. You will get an option called what? Install now. That you take it. Before that, there is one option is coming. This is a very, very important, dear students, all of you. What is this, ma? Add to the path. Add to the path. Add to the path, you say. Add to the path. That checkbox will come. You please click on this. You please click on this. Add to the path. Once you click on this and say OK button or continue button, that will be successfully installed. Once you install successfully, I'm not doing anything because I already installed it. So that will be installing the Python software. You will take care of it. So coming to this, once you install it, you will be getting this type of Python here, 3.10. I have 3.9 is there, 3.10 is there. In the 3.10, there is a screen called what? Python command prompt symbol. Python IDLE is there. I'm going to show it in different environments. I will show this Python program. First time we will go for what? First few days, first 1 week, I will tell you how to prepare the Python instructions. This is called my Python command prompt. There you are going to do the statements one by one. Are you following? So come on to the point. We understood how to open that environment. Python 3.10 is my latest version. How many versions are there in Python? So one is Python 2.x, Python 3.x. Python 2.x is already outdated. What is the current version? Python 3.x. What is the latest version? 3.10. Try to remember it. So do you know how to download the Python software? Do you know how to come to the Python command prompt? Later I will tell you the batch mode approach. Different Jupyter I will tell you. PyCharm I will tell you. Different IDs I will tell in the class. Okay na? Right. Let us move to further, guys. Come on to the point back. So when we write a Python program, we must pass or enter some type of input values, and such type of input values are called what? Yes. Fundamentally, we have how many types of literals? 4 types. They are fundamental literals I am writing. Which literals? Integer literals. What is that? Integer literals. Literal is nothing but a value after all. Don't think that that is something different. Next is called what? B. What is the next? Float literals. Float are what you can call double literals. Float are what? Double literals. Literals we can call. Next C is called what? Come on. Yes. Next is called str literal. Str literals. We can also write string literal. But in our Python, we will strictly call it as what? Str literals. Next, I'm going to talk about what? Boolean literals we can call. Boolean literals we can call. Okay. Boolean literals. We can call it as Boolean literals. Okay. Well and good. We have done it. Nice. So, further about the literals we understood. Now, what we are looking further now? Where do you store these literals? Literals are okay. Regarding this employee is concerned, employee number, employee name, employee salary, designation. Next, one more example I will take it. I want to write a program called what? Student. Student dot what? Py. What are the values I have to enter, please? Come on, speed up. What are the values I have to enter here? I have to enter number of the student. That is called 2333. So I will take one of the online student. So something like KK Gupta is called one of the online student. KK Gupta. So I will take it KK Gupta, and marks is called what? 88.88. And next is called place is called Hyderabad, for example. What are all these things, ma? Literals. Where these literals has to be stored? Come on. Very good. Memory. They need to store it in memory. General knowledge is what? Whenever I explain, where it is entered in your notes or into the brain? Into the brain. Brain is called what? Memory. Which memory? It is called main memory. Which memory? What is this word memory? Main memory and then secondary memory. 2 types of memories are there, guys. One is called main memory. One more is called secondary memory. Main memory, also called as primary memory, user memory, core memory. There are a lot of names are there. Secondary memory is nothing but hard disk, permanent memory. Main memory is nothing but a temporary memory. General knowledge example. Suppose you are there. I explained some topic. After 4 days, will you remember? You will remember or not? 4 days. You will remember. Can I test you? After 4 days. 10 days? 15 days? Yes. But all students will not practice now. After 1 month, if I don't give notes, nothing, will you remember? No, even I can't remember. You can't remember. When we were students, on and average, if our sir will explain one day, next day we will forget half of them. If I don't refer. After 2 days, we will forget most of the things. Generally, I am talking about. There is nothing but volatile memory we can call. What I am trying to tell now is, these values must be stored in where? Main memory. These values must be stored in main memory. These values must be stored in main memory. To store these values in main memory, definitely what is required? Definitely what is required? Some type of memory space is supposed to be created, right or not? To store our literals, we require some type of memory space to be allocated. To store the literals, dear students, because it is one of the sensitive point to understand. To store, not only in Python, in everywhere. When I'm taking Java class also, I will give introduction to literals. To store what? Literals. To store what, ma? Literals. We must allocate what? Memory space. We must allocate what? Yes, we must allocate the memory space. Who will allocate the memory space for us in our programming? Data types. PVM. No, absolutely wrong. What is the role of PVM? I said in my class. PVM will execute our program. Already I said Python compiler, PVM. Python compiler will do what? Compile your source code into intermediate code. What is an intermediate code of Python? Bytecode. Who will read the bytecode? PVM. And converts into what? Mission understandable code. If anybody says PVM is allocating the memory space, it's so blunder. Memory space is always allocated by, in my platform independent concept, I said already. Who will allocate memory space? Super, data types. Who will allocate the memory space for your input values? C language, int, float, double, etc. C++, same. Java, I wrote also in the class. Even in Python also, who will allocate the memory space for your input literals? Data types. I will explain data type like anything. You will be a master in that. You will become a master. Of course, before entering into Python, I don't want to express my expertise in the programming. You will be number one in the entire America. Not only number one, wherever you go for Python, you are the unique candidate in Python. I will make you just right on the top of the page. If I don't make it, you can say, provided 3 conditions. Every day I am saying, punctuality in attending class, and regularity in practicing my assignments, and practical exercises which I will write the code in front of you. If you do it in 2022, before the March, you will get the job. 101%. Because in the lockdown period only, all my students are virtual training only. They are getting 80% as placed in Python. And offline classes and online classes, whatever it, in my class is especially concerned, there is no much difference between offline and online. Offline students will see daily. Online students, they will listen my voice. That's it. Voice is important. Picture is not important here. So same thing. If we come to the point, who will allocate the memory space for store your values? Data types. In Python, is it necessary to specify the data type? No. Who will specify the data type? Python environment will specify the data type. That's why Python is what language? Dynamically typed programming language. It is one of the feature of Python programming. Am I correct? Python is one of the dynamically typed programming language. Okay, students. C students here. C students, I will go for storing the value called 33333. And next is called KK Gupta. So KKG. So I'm writing something like this. Next I'm writing the value called what, 88.88. 88.88. Next is called, here I am writing HYD. Values are placed. Which one I am using to allocate the memory space? We will use what? Okay. Anyhow, data types concept I will explain. Ultimately, Dharma Reddy, please switch off your video, please. Getting disturbance. Please switch off your video, please. Right. So with the help of data types, memory space is allocated for our literals. Okay. Values are allocated. Take one more line of example, my dear students. Take one more example. Not an issue, because this is one of the sensitive point to understand in the classroom also. This is called one value. This is called another value. This is called another value. I am saying these are called values. Now, this is called my program also. What is my program name? Take it. Some dot. What is this? Py. What is the program name? Sum.py. How many values I am entering here? 2 input values I am entering. How many values I am entering? 2 input values I am entering. 2 input values I am entering. What are the values I am entering here? 10 and what? 20. 10 and? Okay. First value stored in this first memory. Second value stored in this second memory. And the result has to be stored or not? Result has to be stored in the third one. So, literals are stored in the main memory. Literals are stored in the main memory. Literals are stored in where? Main memory. In the form of what? Space created. Next I do what? Values are, literals are stored. Literals are stored in where? Main memory. Literals are stored in main memory. What should I do next? What should I do next? I should process it. Yes or no? I should process my inputs. I should process my input. I should process my input. How do I process my input? To process my input, definitely we need what? I should process my input. I will write a sentence here because this is one of the sensitive class. This is one of the sensitive class. Process the input. Process the input. To process the input, definitely what is required? Oh, you are going in different way. Suppose 1 minute, 1 minute. That's what I'm saying that. Don't go in different way. Suppose you are there. I want to call you. I want to call you means I want to talk to you. I want to process you. What should I know to call you? I need your name. Similarly, to process my input, that input must be identified by some name or not? In order to process my values, that memory space must be identified by some name or not? Yes. To process my input, the input wherever it is stored, I must give some type of name. That's why I'm giving some name called A. That's why I'm giving some name called B. That's why I'm giving some name called what? C. These are called what? Is it duplicated or same names? Is it duplicated or unique names? Unique names. I'm giving it here as what? Distinct names I'm giving. I'm giving what names? Distinct names. Distinct names I am giving. These distinct names makes me, come on, retrieve the value A, retrieve the value B. Retrieve the value A, retrieve the value B. Retrieve the value A, retrieve the value B. Both of them you add it. Both of them you add it and kept into where? C. C itself is pointing to this memory space. So that what is the value stored there? What is the value stored there? 30. I hope you are understanding. Literals are stored in where? Memory space. Who will allocate the memory space? Super. Okay, memory space is allocated with the help of what? Data types. Inside the memory, who was stored? Literals are stored. Is it enough? No. What is required? Those memory spaces must be identified by whom? Yes, these distinct names makes us to identify. These distinct names makes us to identify the values stored in main memory. Stored in main memory. That's why those distinct names are called stored in main memory, and they are called what? Identifiers we can call. Spell out what they are called. Good. So are you understanding identifier here? That means any type of inputs you are storing in main memory, such a type of memory allocated by data types, such a memory space is identified by one type of name. Such a name is known as what here? Identifier. So identifier is pointing to the memory space where value is stored. Are you getting me? Because why I'm explaining very slowly, because in the entire Python programming, what we require, identifiers are important. In the identifier is pointing to the memory space. That memory space is containing the value. Yes or no? You are there, ma. For you, your elders has kept some name or not. So that name is always pointing to that. Name is pointing to the persona. Person is pointing to the name. Name is pointing to you. Understand? See, guys, I will say that A is equal to 100. Now I am writing A is equal to 100. B is equal to what? 200. C is equal to what? A plus B. C is equal to, tell me internally what is happening. A is 10 is changed as what? 100. Now 200 is changed as what? 20 changed as what? 200. Now 30 changed as what? 300. 30 changed as what? 300. Hence, come on here. Here, identifier values are changing. Are they changing or fixed? Changing during program execution, and hence identifiers are also called what? Variables. What they are called? Variables. See from where to where I am coming. Carefully try to understand. Now tell me, conclusion you tell me. Say that values are what? Literals. Or what, ma? Literals. Stored in the form of what? Literals. Stored in where? Just a shortcut I am writing. Which memory? Main memory. In the form of what? I forget. Very good. Distinct names. Distinct? Those distinct names also called as what? Very good. Identifiers. Identifier values are fixed or changed? Okay. Identifiers are also known as what? Variables they are called. Tell me, guys. Now I am very much interested to know about it. Distinct names are called what? Identifiers are known as what? Hence, now tell me from now onwards, I am very much interested to know about it. All types of values are stored in the form of what? Very much interested to know about this line. All types of inputs are very much interested to store in the form of what? Yes, sir. To allocate the memory space for your inputs, what is required? Super. Data types are required for what? Allocating the memory space. Inside the memory space, who are storing? Literals. That memory space pointed by what? Distinct names. Distinct names are called what? Identifiers are called what? Three things, ma. Three things. Literals, data types, variables. If these three things are there now, just left hand, left finger for you. I will inject the subject like anything. Because this is a new terminology for mechanical student, civil student, irrespective of your background. I want to teach the Python like anything. How many things are required in programming? 3. Number 1, literals, nothing but values. Number 2, data types. Number 3, that's it. Whenever you write program in C language, C++, Java, .NET, any data science, artificial intelligence, wherever you like it, inputs are compulsory, na? Such inputs are called what? Such inputs are called literals. What they are called? Literals. To store it in main memory, what we require? Memory space must be allocated or not? What do you need? Only memory space allocated, data types, values enough? Huh? No. We require to point to some names or not? They are called what? Distinct names. Distinct names also known as what? Because they makes us to identify the values. That's why they are known as what? Identifiers. Identifier values are fixed or changing, varying from one point of time to another point of time. That's why they are known as what? Variables. Clarity is there? Students, let me talk to online students. Students in the online, are you getting clarity, ma? Are you getting clarity, students? All of you? Please confirm it. Yes. So there is no difficulty, you will be understanding my classes like anything. Only concentration, you keep it. Now I'm going to give you the clarity. If anybody asks you tomorrow, identifier need, what is the need of identifier? Will you explain? Identifier is nothing but one name pointing to the memory space which contains the value. Identifier is a name which is pointing to the memory space which contains the value. Yes or no? Yes. Let me show you one small example again. Because first class always you will get, because everybody I want to bring into one single line. Within a day or two, you will be getting in a single line of control. See students, in this place I will store the number. In this place I will store the name. In this place I will store the marks. In this place I want to store the something else. See, I am storing 10 here. I am storing 10 here. I am storing next what I am doing here. I will store the name called Rosam. Next I will store the name called what here? 33.33. Now I am staying here something like a Hyderabad. What are these? Values are there. Memory space is allocated, but I cannot process it. I can't process it. I cannot touch and print. Something must point to that. You are there. You don't have a name. How can I call? I have to come and touch you. It's not good now. So I have to call you. Yes, sir. KK Gupta, come here. Or some Praveen, come here. Some ABC, come here. Like that, I need to call on your name or not? Yes, that's why I will give it as what, ma? Some name I need to give it. What is the name I am giving? Come on. STNO. Come on, next please. Yes, sir, name. Next please. Yes, marks, student marks. And next is called what? Student native place. I will say native place. Place where you live it. Or city. Or city. I will write something like, city. What is this name? STNO, name, S marks and city are called identifiers. Distinct names, they are called variables. Clarity getting? Are you getting the grip in my explanation? Yes. So come on. Every literal must be stored in main memory in the form of dash. Every literal must be stored in main memory in the form of dash. Variables. In the form of? To store my literals in main memory, what is required? Data types. Data types. Literals are nothing but what? Values. I want to write sum of two numbers. I want to write sum of two numbers. Two numbers are nothing but values, na? To store two values, what I require? Two variables are required. Yes or no? To store the result, another variable is required. How many variables are required? Tell me. Program, you tell me. Simply tell me. Yes, I am waiting for your program. A is equal to 10. What is 10? Value. Integer literal. Where I am storing in? What is A? Good. Immediately what is happening? Memory space is created. What is the name? A. Inside of it, what is stored? Beautiful. Wherever you want to refer that value 10, I will refer simply A. Yes or no? Next, please, one more value required or not? Yes. I will write this one. Come on, ma. B is equal to what? 20. What is happening there again? 20. That is nothing but what is placing here? B value I am writing here. B value I am writing here. What is the value placing there? 20. 20. Next I am writing there. Come on, please. C is equal to what? A plus what? B. And what is happening again here? C is created, which is pointed up to that and contains how much? 30. Is it understandable? Now by something I am writing. What is your opinion? You tell me. D I am writing. What is your answer? It is an error. It is a error. Dear students, I am training you in this Python, not only normal Python. Day one I told this. I am not only training the normal Python. This Python is towards the data science. How to become a data scientist. How to become an artificial intelligence engineer. Machine learning engineer, deep learning engineer. This Python course which I am discussing is not an Python, extreme Python course this is. This is a special track of mine. Of course, I don't want to boost it. Once if I coming to the subject, you only will see that this is the way of learning the Python. Any question comes in written test, it is from my notes right on the top of the page. Please allocate one page for my sayings. Any question comes in written test of any MNC, it is from my notes, because I have 65,000 plus FAQs I have. Those things I will cover in my exercise, because as a real-time programmer, I have collection of so many things, because my multiple students are working in different companies. Both Java as well as Python, in both of them, I am there. Right. So A plus B plus. So what is happening? A and B are already available here. See students, A is already there and B is already there. What is not there? D is not at all found anywhere. It is going to give you an error. Because in real-time industries, when you are writing the written test, they don't give you 20 marks question, 15 marks question, write and explain features of Python, 50 marks question academically. If you write something, subheadings correct, they will give full marks. But in academics, such a type of examinations will not be there. They will give you certain 3 lines of code. They will give you 3 lines of code. They will ask you the output. They will ask you the output. A and then B and then C and then D. It is a lucky exam, I can say. Because if you know 50% of the subject, rest of the 50 you can eliminate with your intelligence. And that 50% A and B answers are there. If you still knows little bit answer, you can easily tick mark that. But if I am conducting a test, I never give ABCDs. I will give fill in the blank. I will give you fill in the blank. Why some of the people are removing when the something is happening? Because of those FAQ students. They are MCQs selection is done. We don't want to give MCQs strictly, if you ask me. And I have to give fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Who will fill up correctly? Who knows full subject? So I will prepare you with full in the blanks so that you can enjoy these multiple choice questions like anything. Even I am going to put lot of exercise questions in our Google Drive class. You please solve it. Every topic wise, I will give MCQs. I will give exercise questions. I will do in the class lot of exercise and all. So in this case, we are getting error or not? And moreover, students, please think about it. Always I am teaching in the class how to write the good coding, how to write the FA, how to qualify in the written test, how to face the interviews. These 3 things I will cover, and the survival of in the industry after getting the job. Excellent coding standards I will make you to learn. That's why daily practicing from your side is mandatory. One day practicing, 10 days not touching the laptop with your own hands, we are spoiling our career. And 2022 is the period where artificial intelligence is started in the India. Already from 10 years onwards, in most of the foreign countries started artificial intelligence. Now the last 3 months onwards, 70% of the real-time projects are going to convert in 2022 only with artificial intelligence, only with Python programming. Already I shown you TIOBE, a software quality company rankings I shown you already. You can understand that these statistical reports are showing in the internet means what? Companies are already migrating to Java, migrating to what? Python. When Java came into the picture, first 3 years was no jobs on Java. After that, Java started from last 20 years. Now Python, beginning only Python boom has started in the last 10 years. First 2 to 3 years slowly. Now the boom has catched up already. That's why those who are having academic gaps, any BTech less percentage, non-IT background students, this is only the good time for you. This 3 months of time, put your total hard work and you will become, by the end of the March, you will become a software engineer. If you want to fulfill your dreams, daily read, don't miss the classes, attend daily, practice my sessions. Understand these advices? Fine. So shall I move forward? Yes. What do you understand with my explanation today? Literals, identifiers. That is more than identifiers are also known as what? Yes. So to every Python program, compulsory I must give inputs. Na? Those inputs are known as what? Literals. Where are the literals are storing? In main memory. By allocating memory space. Only memory space enough? Huh? Compulsory what is required? What is required? Variable names are required. Identifiers are required. So those identifiers are variable names or distinct names makes us to identify the values. That's why in any programming language, what is compulsory? Variable names are compulsory. So if I go back to this explanation window, all the literals are storing in the main memory in the form of what? Identifiers. Now I am writing all types of literals. All types of what? Literals are stored in where? Main memory. Stored in where? Main memory in the form of what? In the form of what? Variable names. In the form of what? Variable names. Or in the form of what? Identifiers. In the form of identifiers. Dear students, today, because majority of the students are absent, because only I can say 60% are absent, rest of them are both online and offline students are absent. That's why I decided to explain these identifiers in the next class. Because today is Saturday, that is one thing. Because in Amirpet, Saturday comes means the way they will go, I don't know. Most of 50% will go to underground. Underground in the sense where they will go, I don't know. Relatives' home or something. I put a name called underground. But they will not visible in Amirpet. In all the days they will be there. They will go. And they will enjoy on Sunday. Monday also they will not come to the classes because tired. Sunday tired, Monday rest. Tuesday to Friday they will come. Saturday underground. Sunday enjoying. Monday rest. 3 days going. They are going to be out of order compulsory. In my class also, when 500 students are there, 100 students will not get the job. Why, sir? This policy only, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. This is called underground batch. This is underground batch. This is because of these 3 months underground, permanently underground only. I am telling to you, it's more emotional. I am saying to you. That's why when the student is coming on freshly Monday, I used to ask where you went on Saturday. I used to recognize everybody in the class. They say they will give a smile also, smile. Somebody will not say anything. You went to underground means, yes, sir, went to underground, they will see. Because of 3 days absent, you can't catch me on Tuesday, etc. Right or not? Earlier days, we used to take classes on Sunday also. But these days, Saturday also, less strength will come. Sunday also, if I take what is happening, you can understand. That's why be prepared for Sunday classes also. So don't waste our time of our 3 months. Very deep discussion I will make in the class. Read daily. And wait for one more day. Monday onwards, I will keep my things in the, before you come on Monday, I will update my notes from features of Java onwards, beginning real-time applications of Java onwards. I will update my notes. Okay, students. So it is my sincere advice and humble request for all of you. You are all matured students. You know what is good and what is bad. To fulfill our parents' dreams, this is the class for you where I can work for your good knowledge. I'll make you an expert in Python programming, irrespective of your background. Keep 100% believe on my words. On my words, what I'm saying. Record my voice at the end. Sir, you said beginning. End also you make me to remember. At the end, my graph will move like this only. Not even single % also coming down. Whatever frequency I started in the demo, every day it is increasing only, not coming to single fraction of second also down. Okay, students? Fine. So I'll stop up to what? Types of what only? About identifiers, Monday I will explain again because identifiers are important. Because if I explain rules of identifiers, 5 rules are there. 6 rules are there. If I explain 6 rules, those who are coming on Monday, one chance we will give. One chance. Even today also we can give holiday, but first holiday means what? Not good. If we feel it is a new year. I don't feel it is a new year. For our Indians, it is not a new year. If you feel any new year, first, why should we give holiday? Do some good work. That's why morning onwards, I kept my classes. Even some classes are leave today. Are you understanding? So put your concentration and learn well. So one more question I'm asking. Are you comfortable with my communication? Online students also, are you comfortable with my language? Right. Are you okay with my speed of the subject? Speed. Fast or slow now? Okay now. Is it okay? Right. Right. Fine. Now, and regarding my pronunciation also able to catch me? Okay. So programming, if I go, you will really enjoy that much technical awareness, technical knowledge. I will dump even your brain. If you add your practicing, beautiful song it will become. Okay, na? So practicing makes you perfect. Without practicing, even no, I am no. Even Rosam also coming and teaching, father of Python also coming and teaching. You impossible. Even Python is our brother also. He will not give job for us without Python. He will say, okay, you be in the home, we will give money, but don't come to the company, he will say. Why? If you start writing the Python code, if something happens, problem now. That's why relative is relative, job holder is job holder. And this is only the field where you can get the job without influence. You know that already. That's why. Improve your subject. Yes, ma. Ganesh, I will give notes, ma. Just now I said you na, before Monday you are coming to the class, my notes is uplined. Please check it at 3 o'clock only. I will give you that type of information. Okay. So coming to this conclusion, I'm going to give you. So same, ma. This one. Okay. One small advice to all the students. Listen, ma. Vishwasi. So student name is Deva. SSV. Yes, ma. You see already Mac is mentioned in the downloading process. Please click on that Mac process. You will come to know this. You will come to know that. There is no doubt in that. You just follow the Mac what process they are given. Just easily you can download like in Windows only. Yes. Okay, one small announcement I am giving. Online students, a new link. See students, all the students in the online students, a new link, Google Classroom Drive link. If you want, there is one number I am giving. So one of our administrator, 91, all the online students, 915 41 41 56 56 547 91541 56547. Mr. Mohan is called one of our admin associated with our class. This is for what? Online students. You be in touch with him. This is for new link. This is for new link. New link and what? Google Classroom. Google Classroom link. Right? For offline students, already you have 630 29. Already you have that. 68 665. This is one of our admin, Mr. Srikanth. So I'm saying here, this Mr. Srikanth is one more called our admin, is another admin associated with admin, associated with online students, offline students associated with Srikanth, another admin for offline students. This is. So take care of this new link. I hope online students, you will receive the new link on Monday. I hope you just contact them for both online students and offline students. Contact them, preserve these numbers, and any kind of things related to these queries and all those things you can ask. Subject related, I am responsible for it. Any kind of what is required, link details is concerned, these two admins are associated with you. Okay, na? So take care of it. I hope students in the online is taking care of this. Right. Yes, ma'am. Sai, Sonia, sir, we would like to see you after we get succeeded. Definitely, ma. Most welcome. You can come. You can definitely. What is that? Oh, okay. Right. Atish, thank you. So definitely you will succeed, ma. There is no doubt in that. Provided the three conditions are important, three things. That are my bullets. On the top of it, we can write it. Okay. Shall we stop the class? What we learned today, please recapitulate once. Literals and only literals you remember. And one more point is there. Online students, please look at students. Online students, Monday will change the link. All the students in the online, Monday, new link will come. If the new link does not arrive on Monday afternoon, join the old link in the Monday evening. Join the old link in the Monday evening. Online students, once again saying, Monday will change the link. If the new link does not arrive by Monday afternoon, join the old link, join with old link in the Monday evening also. This is a special note for online students. Right. So I'll stop the class. Yes, ma. Sai Kumar, I told you the number, ma. See, online students, admin Mohan, there. This number you contact. Any link details are there, please contact. Right. Any small doubts are there, please contact the online students. Mohan will guide you how to join in the class on Monday with a new link and old link. If any new link is there, it will send to you. If any you did not receive, join with old link, they will guide you. For any queries you have still, you can contact him. Okay, students. So we'll stop it. Monday, batch is streamlined. Sharp 4:10, between 4:05 to 4:10, class will start. We reached to our target. Batch is fulfilled. Now batch will be entering into the 4:10 sharp. I will start. And I will enter in 5 o'clock 50 minutes, 5 o'clock 55 minutes, 1 hour 45 minutes minimum. I will take the class. Okay, because first 10 minutes for joining new students, you are coming to that and all. If you come late, you will lose your subject. Please join before 4:10 itself. Okay, right. Thank you. Good day. Thank you. Okay, Mahendra Babu, you will see me. I will give one day. I will start my video also. You can see me. Right.